Hi, good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Susan Buchser-Lochocki, running for President of the United States with the Green Party. And this is Coffee with Me. Welcome. So I am going to have a sip of, not coffee, water. I've been up for a while and already had enough coffee so far. So it's Talk Tuesday, May 27th, and it's a Tuesday, so it's 2 for Tuesday. So I'm going to have 2 music videos today, both dealing with women's issues, and that's what my talks are going to also be about, women's issues. So, the first one is 9 to 5. From Dolly Parton. She has been a great American woman leading the way for all of us in so many ways. We are in such, we owe you a huge debt, or anyway, a big round of applause, actually. Dolly, you are an amazing woman, and I can only imagine what battlefields you had to cross through in your lifetime. So anyway, we love you. That's the important thing. Thanks for being you. Then something from her song 9 to 5 I want to read to you quickly, and it goes like this. They let you dream just to watch 'em shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder. And, as the world unwinds and starts going back to work, we're going back to that boss man's ladder stuff. And I just want everybody to think about that. We have other choices. Going back to the boss man's ladder, being just a step, doesn't have to be. So I am really standing on great shoulders. And like I said, Dolly Parton's one of them. There are lots of wonderful women who were around long before I was. And, I am only running for president because of them, because they were before me. So I know I'm standing on great shoulders in doing this, and having these talks and meeting you, and just everything, people listening to what I'm saying, it's great. And so I thank all the ladies who went before me. So what I have to say is, to my dress, I've had it for I guess since January, and I think I wore it once in January. Yeah, I did. I wore it once in January. And then when I went to the US, I put it on in February at the beginning of the month, and I never took it off. So, I occasionally have to wear something else sometimes because I have to wash it. But I've been wearing it pretty much every day. Oh, and I don't have my buttons on today. Sorry. So it needs to be washed again, actually. I took them off a day ago so I could wash it, and I still haven't washed it. I need to wash it. But anyways, so I ordered a new one, and they supposedly should have sent it, but I don't have it yet, so I don't know where it got lost. I hope it comes soon. Otherwise, I have to find a way to fix this. I got holes on both sides and little, it's starting to turn brown too in some places. So, otherwise, I guess I'll have to maybe order a new one. Or by the end of November, it's going to be really in tatters, that's for sure. Anyway, so that's a story of my dress. Now today, I'm going to focus on women's issues. And so my 2 talks are going to be about that. about birth, about girlhood, about abuse and rules and fears and periods and clitorises and virginity, sex and marriage, children, motherhood, grandmotherhood, which I don't know anything about yet. But all these are women's issues, and I'm going to be discussing them later. It might go long, so I might have to continue women's issues into next week, into next Talk Tuesday, or maybe I just bring them in sometime during the week. We'll have to see. So one thing I have to say is that, YouTube wants me to declare whether these videos are for children or not. And I can say honestly, as a mother, I have always included my daughter in serious discussions about all sorts of life issues that come up. I have held nothing back. She's known everything all the time, and when she had a question, I would answer it. Sometimes the conversations were not easy, as you can imagine, and sometimes I stumbled into the conversations because there was no easy way to get started. But you just have to include your child. You have to have these important conversations, whether it's a boy or a girl or a rainbow person in between. You have to have these conversations. And as a parent, it's your job. You want it to come from you. So don't be afraid. Just take your child aside sometime when they have free time and you say, look, I need to talk to you about something. And then just spill it out. Go direct. Get your point out there so that people know, so that your child knows. And then, they can also share it with their friends in case their friends have parents that are afraid to talk about certain topics. So I always tell my daughter that, you know this now. Now you can share it with your friends, because I know sometimes other parents don't talk about things. Why things are taboo still in our world today, I don't know, but they are. So anyways, with YouTube, they want to know whether my things are really for children or not or whatever. And I think my morning coffees are. I might touch on topics that might be taboo for parents, but they're not taboo in my household. So I do rate my YouTube coffees anyways for children. And of course my children's book readings are also for children. So I don't think that we have to make that distinction. I think in the US, possibly you're holding back too much information. You're not letting your children experience real life, and then they grow up in this weird bubble that they're later then confronted with things. And you have to prepare your children for their life in its entirety. That includes all the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, that's a little bit also my advice to you as a mother. Don't be afraid. And taboo things should be talked about. All right, so with that said, my other song of the day, number 2, is something called Flawless by Beyonce. It is a new song for me, but I have fallen in love with it. And yes, so I'm sure you will too. Anyway, that's it for me. I have the 2 talks then coming up later today, hopefully, if everything goes well. And I wish you a nice day. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to vote for me if you're a U.S. citizen or green card holder. Please vote. My name is Susan Buchser-Lochocki, as you know. And you can maybe write me in, or maybe I'll be on the ballot. Let's see what happens. And if you're a Green Party person in your primary, you can vote for me too. Just write me in. All right. Everybody have a great day. Bye.